Welcome, everybody. You've reached the Chip Chatter and Chill podcast. We're an audio and video podcast available worldwide to millennials everywhere. Specifically, if you are committed to being a lifelong learner, student of life, to learn new things and be open to new experiences, unlearning things that have had you bound mentally, and just overall having a very good time. Chip Chat and Chill was founded by myself. My name is Zachia, and I have a network called Zachía Media House. This network was created in order for me to one own all of my creative content. I'm an actress, a singer, host, writer, overall creator. I've been a creator since as long as I can remember. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I reside in Atlanta, Georgia. And I have the help of a good, close friend of mine that I've known pretty much all of my life, and one of my god siblings, my god brother, when I do this show. So we just got together because we have some of the most epic times together and have a history of just great, genuine friendship, awesome conversations, aha moments. And whenever we get together or whenever we learn something, we love to share it with people. And it's an amazing thing to have in common with other people of all walks of life. Whenever you learn something that's like, what? I'm not the only one, you know? So that's one of the basis of us learning from one another as millennials, because a lot of us had to unlearn things and a lot of us had to learn things on our own, whether it be the new wave of Black entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship of itself versus the traditional 4-year degree career pattern with a pension and a promise of just, paid time off and just sticking with that, not necessarily illuminating or praising the option of generational wealth or creating your own wealth instead of supporting the wealth of another person's vision, but having your own and running it with it. Not having enough resources and tools to make it happen for yourself, or having a healthy, positive, successful example of that to go off of to create your own. If you've come from a broken family and you're trying to figure things out, Chip Chat and Chill is the place to learn and have great conversation with us. If you're the product of a blended family, Chip Chat and Chill is the place for you as millennial. If you are a part of your own millennial blended family and you're trying to figure it out, Chip Chat and Chill is the place for you. It's a safe zone. This is exactly the place for a millennial to be free, let your hair down. We play games, we have happy hour, and then we take away tips, the gems, and the golden nuggets of the day. But we also learn that adult recess is absolutely necessary. Adult recess is something that we make important because there's a balance to this life that we have to have, that maybe our ancestors didn't have, maybe our parents didn't have, maybe our grandparents didn't have, maybe our parents, friends, and coworkers and friends, maybe they didn't have it, or maybe they did and they just did not know how to successfully or effectively pass that on to us. So this is where we get to make and define our own rhythm, but know that adult recess is something that is essentially important in our lives, especially for those millennials that will listen to this podcast and have a family of their own, a blended family of their own, or are going to start a family of their own of one or more children, or if you're adopted, whatever your situation may be. You will find, as you add more people to your family, adult recess, to keep your sanity and a clean slate of an unbiased mind, it is absolutely necessary. If you come from a biased background of people that just, either cheer you on, or maybe they have just made you the black sheep of the family, guess what? We're black sheep. And it's okay to be a black sheep. You're not the only black sheep. Chip Chat and Chill is a safe place for black sheep. Here, millennials, you will have the time of your life. One thing we all have in common, we love to have a good laugh. We have in-depth perspective sessions, I would call them. But along the way, as you learn things and unlearn things, we are definitely going to laugh. This is not a place where it's just either A or B type personality. This is not a place for the uptight and conservative. There's no filter. Although Zachía Media House is a family brand and a family network, and I do have a collection of original content, family vlog, which showcases my own family, my family friendly acting and singing skits and highlights. My son has a show on my network. However, Chip Chat and Chill is just for the grown folks. So there is no filter. There is nothing that we will leave unturned or untouched. There's no topic that is taboo. We will delve into it. I will say this though. If you're looking for a gossip column, this isn't it. If you're looking for who did what and who's the flavor of the week and who got a BBW job or who got a nose job, we're not here to gossip actually. So sorry if that's what you're looking for. However, with the elimination of gossip and keeping up with the day to day of reality TV or social media and who said what and who's in the comments doing whatever, the comments that we want to highlight are those that are empowering, inspiring. As you know, now as you're listening to this broadcast and as you're listening to this episode and season 1 has kicked off, we are in a very tense climate, especially if you live in the United States of America. It's a very serious and crucial time. Racial tensions have been at an all-time high. Not as if, African American people in the United States have had it hard enough the 400 plus years that we have built this country. It's gotten a lot hotter. And a lot of it is being captivated on video phone, smartphone recording devices, audio devices, uh, law enforcement body cams. So it's not something that we are going to tread lightly. We are going to deal with it, but we will also inspire one another and uplift one another. If you need a break from all of the tension that has been going on in your reality outside the door or at the water cooler at work or working from home remotely, if that's something that your IM and your group text between yourself and your coworkers has just gotten to be a bit much, let Chip Chat and Chill be the safe place where you can just breathe and have a good time. We try to keep the episodes under an hour, but you'll find the trend here with the episodes. The conversations are so good, you forget what time it is. So if you're on the clock while you're listening to us, do find yourself a pair of headphones and a good snack so you can enjoy the ride with us. Like I said, we have happy hour games, we have guests. This first season, I appreciate your support so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. If you cannot all do so, go ahead each time you listen to a new episode. If there is anyone that pops into your memory or in your spirit or across your mind while you're listening to the content of the conversation, try to pass that on to those people, and at least 5 in all, and encourage them to pass it on to 5 more people and subscribe to our channel. We definitely are growing a vibing community that's open to creating epic memories, making adult recess essential, making learning essential, but have a good time and just leave knowing you're not alone in this world. Whether you were born of a single child or a single parent household, or you grew up being the baby or the eldest of multitude of siblings. However you find yourself, there is a place for you as a millennial to be yourself here and learn and gain some good perspective on what's going on in the world. This season, we're dealing with several topics that are hot button topics, but we will also deal with unpopular opinions as well. So as you enjoy yourself, do remember to subscribe to our channel. You can always email us, and you can catch us on Facebook and Instagram as well. On Instagram, our handle is Chip Chatter, the letter N Chill, all one word. If you would like to learn more about my network, you can follow me here at Zachía Media House, all one word. The Facebook page as well is Chip Chatter and, as in the ampersand, Chill. We have weekly content available every single week. We do struggle meals, which are not necessarily struggle meals after all. If you're not familiar with the term, or if you're unsure of what the term means, simply what a struggle meal is, especially in our people of color community, it's simply a very awesome meal. It should taste good, by the way. So I say it's a very awesome meal. but you don't necessarily have all of the traditional standard ingredients that the a popular recipe may call for. But you put your own spin and flavor onto it, whatever items you may have on hand, and you work that thing. So we're going to share a couple of good struggle meals that work for us on the channel. And of course, chip, chatter, and chill. Duh, we love to eat. We're foodies. We love to snack. We love to eat really good food. So if you know anything about Zachia, I know where the good food and snacks are. And so every week I do my best to share my best finds from the grocery store, online, or even some of my best recipes that I may have tried for the first time. I'll share those with you as well. A good cocktail, mocktail here and there, because who doesn't want to toast and cheer every now and then? Now that we've been home and working from home for so long, not only is adult recess necessary, but your me time and learning how to enhance your me time is also essential. Self-care is something that we take very seriously here at Chip Chat and Chill. So along with that, we'll definitely leave some tips on how to de-stress and detach from the day. Here, we're all about just having a really good time and building up one another and encouraging one another. I know for me, growing up, I've gone from a two-parent household to a single-parent household to a blended family as an adult, graduating from college with a communications and media studies Bachelor of Arts. I myself then found myself building my own blended family. Now, while I won't showcase or highlight too much of my personal life as far as my family goes on the show, you will learn a lot of the things that I have learned as a young millennial, building and creating my narrative as a wife, as a mother. I've been married for going on this December 10 years. I have 3 children that I've birthed myself, and I have 4 bonus children. I was a bonus child myself and had a very good experience. My dad is one of the closest people to me, and he never used the word step. So I don't believe in the word step because he demonstrated what it means to be a bonus. And my 4 bonus are definitely a great addition to my heart and my life. So as you learn about me, I'll definitely learn the things that I had to grow through. I call them growing pains. If you know anything about what I've posted on Zachía Media House over the past 7 or 8 years that I've had an Instagram account, you will definitely find as I learn and grow through things, I call them growing pains. Mommy chronicles, toddler chronicles, because no one can parent in 2021 the same way their parents parented in 20 or 2000s, the 1980s, the 1970s. We're just not able to fit that mold. So even if you're fighting against traditional, stereotypical ways of disciplining your children, pursuing your dreams, deciding whether or not to get married at a certain age, blending families, career fittings, traditional male female roles in a relationship, compatibility fitting, I call it. Some of you may call Lori Harvey a serial dater or a hoe or whatever you may call her. However, I call it compatibility dating. You know what? I commend her for it, doing it her own way. In fact, I think she played Steve Harvey's act like a man, think like a lady perfectly as a young woman. So that's just my personal opinion, and that's about the most you'll get about the daily topics of maybe like shady news and catty stuff. We're not going to do that here, but along those lines, those kind of things where you're trying to figure it out, where you're trying to figure out depression, where you're trying to figure out mental sanity, mental challenges, brain fog, or just trying to be yourself, learning yourself all over again after having children, learning yourself after losing children. This is the place to learn all of the above. And we want everyone here that's going to listen, subscribe, and follow and join our community to not be afraid of being uncomfortable. For a while, you may have to be uncomfortable in order to be more comfortable, if that makes sense. Don't let that go over your head. So while I'm talking about heads, I have this hat on because I'm really having a bad hair day. But I definitely wanted to give you a piece of who I am at heart and peel back some layers so you get a real feel of what to expect. I do anticipate having a great time learning new people. So far, since the introduction of Chip Chat and Chill on social media back in the fall. You guys have been so warm and welcoming and so supportive, and I appreciate it. My team definitely does appreciate it. You've definitely been making very good use of our email account and sending us comments and questions. Please, though, we do hold it in the utmost confidence, and your submissions will definitely be shared if asked to be shared in the utmost anonymity. So, thank you so much for joining us. If you would like to support us, you can follow the information in the ticker below on the screen. Again, we will have content available every single Thursday, and it is going to be a great ride. Thank you so much for giving me your time and an ear. This is what I pretty much call homeroom, so you get a real good feel of what's going to happen. I have my co-host joining me every single week. The guests that we have on, they have captivating stories. I want to thank them again for giving me their yes, or sharing their yes with us and trusting us with their story on our platform. Thank you so much for learning along with us and committing to being yourself and just having a great vibe. We're going to evolve together, and I'm excited for the years of success and fun to come. Thank you again. And as I always say, at the close of Adult Recess on every episode of Chip Chat and Chill, stay safe, love yourself, live in power, and then bring some friends back here to Chip Chat and Chill. See you soon.